Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're going to talk about fragrance sampling, some fragrances I got a while back as samples. And I have a few body care items that I forgot to discuss in my last fragrance video, so we'll go over those really quickly. First, I wanted to talk about something very briefly. I have had kind of low energy lately. I'm sure it's kind of cyclical, like for women, but I want to talk about some things that I do to help. Now, every day I do have caffeine. I do have a cup of half-calf coffee because I'm trying to, cut back on the amount of coffee I consume, if possible. And then after I'm done with that, around noon, because I still feel like I need a pick-me-up, I switch to yerba mate tea. So yerba mate tea has a lot of benefits. If you listen to Dr. Huberman podcast and that kind of thing, he talks about it. It's from Argentina originally. They drink a lot of it in Argentina to stay energized. I love yerba mate. I've been drinking that since my early 20s, off and on. The other thing I do is drink electrolytes, and I have a recipe that I got from Dr. Brad Bodel here on YouTube. He kind of stopped doing YouTube for a while because he and his wife had a baby, but he's an endocrinologist, and he provided this recipe because it's pretty important for thyroid patients to drink electrolytes. So I'll put the recipe on the screen, and you can just buy powders in your health food store or from Amazon and make it yourself at home for a lot less than buying like liquid IV or something. So drinking enough water and electrolytes for energy is good too. And then this is a supplement that I take, Rhodiola rosea. It's an adaptogen, just like ashwagandha, if you've heard of that. This one I feel like gives you more energy than ashwagandha if you're feeling kind of dull and flat. And then another one is nitric oxide. I got this from my hormone doctor, and I'm not sure how much science there is to back this up, but it does have a lot of nutrients. It has a lot of vitamins in it. Let's just say, so like vitamin C, potassium, magnesium, copper. So, and I don't know if it works. I'm just gonna finish this bottle and undecided whether I'll repurchase that or not. So let's get into the fragrance stuff. First, I want to talk about a scrub that I got. It's from Tree Hut, so you can get these anywhere like Ulta, Target, I think even Walmart. And I believe this one is available year-round, the Coco Colada. Don't quote me on that, but I love the smell of coconut. And this one is just a little bit hinting, on the tropical side of coconut, but it smells great. It does have pineapple in it because there's a picture of a pineapple on there too. So yeah, pina colada kind of. I really like the Tree Hut Sugar and Shea scrubs. I use them like twice a week and just scrub all over. It smells really good and it's very pleasant to use. And then a couple of body washes I got at Bath & Body Works are this tomato scented one, Off the Vine, and this one, which is the Bahamas, which has passion fruit and banana flower. So the banana flower is what caught my attention with this one. It smells really good, and of course passion fruit smells very nice too. It's a nice sweet tropical scent. So that one's Bahamas from Bath & Body Works, and this Off the Vine tomato one, how weird is that? It's very very unique. So this does have a little bit of the tomato leaf smell to it. I'm gonna let my dog smell it and see what she thinks, because she loves tomatoes. What do you think of that? I don't think she loves it. I think she can tell it's still soap. But this one is really fun. If they still have it in your Bath & Body Works, give it a sniff and try and see if you like it. The first one I'll start with is the largest decant I got from Scent Split, and this is a Scent Split order. There's I think 9 that we have to discuss. So this is Caramel Pop from Vivamor. So let's get a little piece of paper and spray this. This is more for fall, winter, when that rolls back around, so I'm excited to have this. This smells so good. It smells like caramel popcorn. Side story, one of my guilty pleasures is if I'm at the mall, they have a caramel corn, the one spelled with a K, and I like to buy a little bag of plain caramel corn, not the one with peanuts, but just the caramel corn, because I looked it up and it is gluten-free and it's so good. This smells like that, but with more butter. And this smells richer than that, like as if it had just been made, the caramel had just been made. So this is Caramel Pop from Vivamor. It's so delicious. I mean, it's a gourmand fragrance, so I'm not gonna wear it this summer, but so fun and so delicious. The top notes are popcorn and bergamot. Middle notes are chestnut, caramel, and orchid. Okay, so it does have chestnut, so that's why it smells warm and nutty and delicious. And the base notes are vanilla absolute, benzoin, and Virginia cedar. If you like the smell of caramel popcorn and you want to wear it, this one is for you. All right, the next one I have, the rest I have are 2 milliliter samples, because I had already sampled Caramel Pop from Vivamor and knew I liked it. So I bought a little bigger decant. This one is Divine Vanille. Ooh, this is spicy, a little bit green. It's a little bit of a different vanilla. It's not like my beloved vanilla powder, but I think in the winter this will be nice. So let's look at the notes for this. All right, here are the notes for Divine Vanille from Essential Parfums. Cinnamon, black pepper, clary sage, incense, osmanthus, pomarose, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, siam benzoin, Texas cedar, patchouli, and musk. So that cinnamon is what hit you first, which is something I'm not quite sure I like in fragrance. So that's why I'm a little iffy on this, and I'll save it for winter, for a cozy, like snow day type of scent. So that's Divine Vanille. It's not like a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's okay. I don't love it. I think the way that I heard about it or found out about it was I was typing things into ChatGPT about vanilla, trying to find the next great vanilla scent, and I think that this is one of the ones that came up. But yeah, it's okay for winter. It's kind of got that like sugar leather cinnamon in it, which I'm not like crazy about. Next one we'll talk about is Mentor from Mind Games, and I love this one so much I'm gonna spray it on the back of my hand. This is also, I think, more, you could wear this on warm nights, but I would wear it more in colder weather. Mentor. So Mentor, it has a little bit of caramel, a little bit of coffee, and some oud in the base. So here are the notes: caramel, plum. Yes, I do love the note of plum, so that makes sense of why I like this. And Italian lemon, coffee, amber, resin, cassis, which is sort of like, it's like the leaf of the black currant. Let's click on cassis. Yeah, currant, leaf, and bud. Leaves and buds of black currant. So also known as bourgeons de cassis, have a characteristic green and ammoniac scent reminiscent of cat piss. What? That's what they say. Well, anyway, there is something to be said for really good smelling things in perfume and then a little bit of nasty smelling things to make it really interesting. So maybe that's what you have in Mentor, but this one is very unisex. I think it'd smell great on a man, but I think it smells great on me too. So I love Mentor. I smelled this in Neiman Marcus when I was there. It's one of the ones that I liked out of the Mind Games. Mentor was sitting there on a stand next to Prodigy, and I remember it was black and Prodigy was white. So I thought, oh, they're probably marketing Mentor more towards men and Prodigy more towards women, but I don't remember liking Prodigy as much as Mentor. But I haven't sampled Prodigy since then, so I don't really know if I like it as much, but... And I didn't get a sample of Prodigy in this sample set because I was kind of thinking I didn't like it as much. Now, people say this reminds them of Tommy Iommi Monkey Special by Xerjoff. Yeah, well, wow, it's divided half and half, like 13 upvotes and 13 downvotes for Tommy Iommi Monkey Special by Xerjoff, being one that it's similar to on Fragrantica. So let's not go by what people say on Fragrantica. Let's go by what we think. And I think Mentor is beautiful. As with all Mind Games fragrances, like I've said before in my fragrance review videos, they are complex. They take you on a journey. You have to ride with it through at least 2 hours, I would say, because they change and evolve on your skin. And I think they would smell different on different people, just like all fragrances do too. So that's Mentor. I really like it. Let's go to another Mind Games fragrance, since I got another one in this sample order. It's Jadoob. Jadoob is more fruity, and as I remember, wow. This is a very interesting scent. I'm gonna read a little bit from the description because I think it does warrant that. It's a very interesting scent. It does have the fruits and the woods, and it's more suitable probably to fall, though you could wear it on a cool summer night, I suppose. But Jadoob means I adjust every position, I calculate, I reconsider. Like in the terms of chess, acquaint us with our own inhibitions, unafraid to explore our darkness, and distracts us from the notion that we are fixed in a moment or place in time. An intriguing sensation engulfs us in an opening of pomegranate, rouge grossel, and mandarin. Fragrance surges forward in a wave of tantalizing sweetness. It develops and expands into an intense experience, realizing the excitement found in the anticipation of a new love, a raw and singular beginning. It represents this juxtaposition of abandon and control, moving between notes seamlessly, in a fragrance that is equally dramatic as compelling. All right. In chess, players say Jadoob if they want to adjust the position of a piece but not move it. Let's look at the notes. So top notes, red currant, mandarin orange. Middle notes, pomegranate, damask rose. Base notes, leather benzoin, patchouli, and amber. So Jadoob is complex. As the description says, it's sort of a juxtaposition of light-hearted fruity notes and heavy grounding leather or suede, I guess, and patchouli and amber. So there's that beautiful contrast. It's really nice. I think this is more of a dressy scent. To me, this says dressy. It says it does give feminine energy. Right body chemistry, this would smell great on a man. It says, I don't know, it just, for some reason, it says dressed up to me. Like a nice flowy blazer or pantsuit. Very nice clothing. So Jadoob is really beautiful. It doesn't like personally speak to my soul, but I would definitely give it like an 8.59 as far as a personal rating. I do really think it's great. And I think it would be mostly widely liked unless you are very turned off by leather or suede notes. We're going to talk about Zenobia by Tomavicci. It took me a long time to be able to sample this. Oh, it smells so good. This one smells so good. I really like this. It has leather and spicy, fruity, oud, animalic, amber, woody. It has all those accords. It's so beautiful. Again, I think this would be more beautiful in the fall. Maybe spring, and obviously you could probably wear it over the winter too. It's an oriental floral, launched in 2023. So it's taken me that long to get my nose on it, but it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so this has black currant too, which is, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm not surprised that I like it because I like black currant. It does have Turkish rose, orange, it has some orange blossom, vanilla, jasmine, orchid, saffron, which I like, leather, oud, amber, and cedarwood. Oh, it's gorgeous. I would wear this all over. I think you'd wear this daytime in cooler weather or evening in, spring and summer evenings. This one is just so pretty. I'm going to spray some more on because I think there's something about it that's it's kind of like soapy in the beginning. I guess it's the orange blossom mixing with the black currant in the top notes. It's kind of soapy in the beginning and then it goes away within like 10 seconds. And then you get the other notes, which are fruity, and then you get the oud and the, did I say leather? Yeah, the leather and the saffron in the base notes. So Zenobia by Tomavicci is a definite win. It's like a 9.5 for me. I really like that one. Okay, here's a popular one. It's White Rice by Denom. This is so lovely and powdery and soft. Musky. It's very likable. I don't think it's gonna offend anyone when you wear this. I think you'll smell like somebody would want to hug you when you're wearing this. They want to come in for a hug. It just smells good. It's not offensive at all. The top notes are rice and pandanus, which I looked up, and it's like an herbal thing, and it looks like it grows in tropical settings, and it has a honey-like, sweet honey-like smell to it. Honey-like diffusive fragrance. Specific, sharp, and powerful, but also sweet and honey-like. So the middle notes are orris and jasmine, and the base notes are white musk, tonka bean, and cedarwood. I sprayed this on my skin. White rice is gorgeous, especially if you like musky skin scents. You would love white rice. So that is like a 9 for me. I think it's going to be widely loved, liked by a lot of people. So that is White Rice by Denom. Next we have Ambrosia Imperial by, is it Navitus? Yes, Navitus. And designed by our own AI the Great here on YouTube. So good. Banana. The banana stays in this for like, when I've worn this, I would say like an hour, maybe longer. So this is Ambrosia Imperial. It is her banana-centric fragrance. It's really pretty. The notes for this are banana, rum, Davana, Brazilian orange, Ceylon cinnamon. There's not too much cinnamon in this for me, so I appreciate that. Middle notes, dates, amberwood, orchid, and jasmine, and base notes, saffron, whipped cream, vanilla, caramel, benzoin, and musk. Very agreeable if you like banana. It does have a tinge of that synthetic Laffy Taffy scent to it, but just not too much. I mean, I think it'd be really hard to get a natural smelling banana fragrance. I don't know how that would even be possible with chemistry. So really yummy. I think you could mix this with a lot of things. It's a delicious gourmand. So I really like this Ambrosia Imperial. And this is the first one of AI's Navitus perfumes that I've tried, so I haven't tried her other couple ones. Mainly that one I haven't tried, Amor Infinite. I think that one has a lot of rose in it. I'm a little scared of all the rose, but someday I'll try those. Okay, we just have a couple left. So we will do Hypnotizing Fire by the Harmonist. Really nice. Another, I don't know why I picked so many, well, I do know why. I picked a lot of fall, winter scents because when I went to Neiman Marcus, it was March and it was still a little bit chilly out. So this one caught my attention in Neiman Marcus when I was there. This is Hypnotizing Fire by the Harmonist. Like I said, it's in that black bottle. I'll put a picture on the screen. Let's look up the notes, but I know this has some rose in it because it comes out on my skin when I wear it. So the top notes are pimento, cloves, and pepper tree. Wow. Middle notes, patchouli, Bulgarian rose, praline, vanilla, opoponax, and benzoin for the base notes. Yeah. So I wore this the other day because I saw Chris from the Perfume Nest talking about this in her, I think it was like Attractive Scents or something like that. Yeah, this is very, or complimented or most asked about. She said she wore this and someone approached her and said, "What are you wearing? I want to buy it for my wife." Yeah, it's gorgeous. It does have a softness and an embracing quality to it. So it's not brash and loud. Hypnotizing Fire, it's more like drawing you in. And I can see why they named it that. If you just imagine like a nice fire going in the fireplace and wearing this in the winter, fall, yeah, it's very, very nice, very sexy. So that's Hypnotizing Fire. And finally, we have a fun one to try. I'm just gonna get some paper for this. Tulum Junglescape by Simone Andreoli. All right, so I watched I sprayed way too much on there. I'm wasting, I still have quite a bit left. I watched a podcast of Simone Andreoli talking to the Lucky Scent person, Stephen Gontarski, I believe his name is. So I watched the whole interview. It was really interesting because I hadn't smelled any other scents by Simone Andreoli, and I know that, I know now from listening to the interview, his fragrances are inspired by his travels, and he likes to travel a lot, so he's never in one place for very long. So Tulum Junglescape, it got a new meaning to me after that, let's just say. It's not just a perfume created by somebody who's imagining what Tulum is like. He's been there and he's trying to evoke the feeling of that. So I've been to Tulum a couple times in my 20s, and it is a magical place. It's on a cliff if you haven't been there, and the Caribbean Sea is just bright light blue and white sand beaches. It's always warm and sunny, and the Mayan ruins are there up on a cliff top. And I'm sure it's more commercialized now. I haven't been there for like 20 years or more. But yeah, this does smell like greenery, a sweetness from kind of like tropical fruits that you'd get there, but this doesn't smell like tropical fruit. But there's a sweetness in the air. Yeah. So if I imagine the place and then I smell this, I'm getting it. So I'm really curious to smell some of his other creations, like Malibu Party in the Bay, Sunplosion. What are the other ones? Lots of other ones that I would like to smell. This smells so good. So this is, objectively speaking, if you're not looking at the inspiration, if you're not interested in the fact that it smells like Tulum, Mexico, objectively speaking, this is sort of a clean green fragrance. It does have some sweetness to it. I really like the fact that he does all of his creations with this backstory. I think that gives it a lot more soul to the fragrance experience when you have a story like that behind it, rather than perfumers just cranking out perfume to sell them because they think a lot of people will like them. Main accords: green, citrus, sweet, woody, aromatic, fruity, fresh, spicy. Yeah, transports you to a place of lush, natural wonder in the Yucatan Peninsula. Fresh citrus burst of lime and mint, and then there's sea salt and green tea. And then there's tiare and ylang flowers. Notes are lime, mint, green tea, sea salt, tiare flower, bigarade, exotic fruits, ylang ylang, vanilla, precious woods, Virginia cedar, patchouli, rose, and spices. So this wears moderately. I've worn it a couple times. It's not the type of scent that I usually go for, but I do enjoy it based on the storytelling, and it evokes the place, and I've been to the place, so it kind of interests me. So that's Tulum Junglescape by Simone Andreoli. I really like it, and I want to smell more of his now. So that wraps up the sampling series for today. It was fun to get these and fun to follow up on some of them that I had smelled in person in the department store. My favorites from this round are Zenobia, White Rice. I do like Tulum Junglescape. Oops. And I love Caramel Pop. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it in the large 9 milliliter decant. Yeah, Tulum Junglescape is like 3rd or 4th, but I really like, I like the Mind Games ones too. Honestly, I like them all, but they're just not appropriate for this season, so I'm not like super excited about them. But Tulum Junglescape, you could definitely wear right now. It would be appropriate for this season. So get your nose on it, try it, sample it. What have you guys been sampling? Please share your thoughts on any of these if you've smelled them. And if one of them is your favorite, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And please join me for my next video. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.